Ever since moving into this space, I wanted to create a calm and open vibe for my workspace. I wanted it to inspire creativity and feel like I could actually breathe. I also wanted it to be very jungle inspired because I lived in Costa Rica for 3 months and really enjoyed being surrounded by leaves and trees and greenery. And the ultimate goal was to merge tech with Zen, so hide all of the tech and cables and use plants to open up the space a lot more. As a creator, I sit down and edit for hours on end, so I really wanted a space that felt as good as it looked. My old desk, it was small and there were a lot of cables all over the place. All of the clutter was killing my focus. My chair was getting old and my back started hurting. I've developed a bit of chronic lower back pain from sitting so much. Something in the universe came together perfectly. As soon as I moved into this new space, I was contacted by 𝗦𝗦 and they asked me to make a video about their standing desk. They sent me this 𝗚𝗏 bamboo top 73-inch desk and this ergonomic chair, the 𝗚𝗏. The setup, quite simple. I mean, I am someone who loved to work with Legos as a kid and I love building and putting things together. To me, everything came quite easily and I found the instructions quite easy to follow. I did need some extra tools, so I had my drill and that helped me speed up the process a little bit. It really only took me a couple of hours. I would say 2-3 hours is a good estimate of how long it took. And everything went quite smoothly, except for a couple of little things. First, I did have to drill into the bottom of the desk. Like, there are some pre-drilled holes here and there, but there are also some things you need to drill to the desk where there are no pre-drilled holes. And it just felt a little risky or dangerous drilling into the desk. I was worried the desk would crack or a screw would go all the way through the top of the desk, but that didn't end up happening. And then the second thing was I had to re-drill a few of the electronic components under the desk. The instructions were made for a smaller size desk, and so the way it had me lay out the electronics, the cables weren't long enough to reach each component. So I had to undrill, move it around, and then drill it back in. So I put some extra holes in the bottom of the desk. Not too big of a deal, you can't see it. So if you get a big one like this, I would highly recommend laying out the electronics first, connecting them, and then drilling into the desk when you're all set. And yeah, the desk is really, really sturdy. Surprisingly, the top here is hard. This is a really solid piece of bamboo and it's really heavy. I did it all myself, but I would highly recommend using 2 people. And by the way, 𝗦𝗦 sent me the desk, but they're not paying me to tell you amazing things and claim amazing things about it. But I am happy to say that I absolutely love how this desk works and what it's doing for me. I just love that the armrests, I can set it up so that they go under the desk. And now I can sit with my elbows on the desk with no strain on my shoulders. I'm not like hunched up or anything. And same thing when I'm standing up, perfect height for me. And again, I'm not straining my shoulders. This is the first time I've had a standing desk. And actually, I haven't had shoulder pain in 2 weeks, now that I come to think of it. So that's a good thing. The bamboo also it's gorgeous. The finish is beautiful. I love the brightness of the bamboo. It actually adds to the light and openness of this room as opposed to a darker like walnut would. As for the chair, like lumbar support, it's got it. And I was like, what's the use of a headrest? But now that I'm on it, I'm like, wow, this is actually nice to lean back and put my head on. Never thought I'd need a headrest on an office chair, but here we are. During the setup, I also hid all of my cables. So I ended up tucking everything to the bottom of the desk using cable ties and Velcro and things like that. So all the cables, except for the single power cable going to the wall, are hidden away. And that is helping declutter the whole thing. And another reason I needed such a big desk is because I put my speakers on my desk. Now that it's a sit-stand desk, the speakers have to move as I stand up or sit down. So now they move with the desk. Now that I've worked in the space for a few weeks with this desk, I find that it really does support me and how I think and how I feel and how I create. I can walk up to my desk whenever I feel like standing at it. I'll walk around while I'm thinking, come back. And then there's just this openness to the space with the plants. I have space to move, I have space to breathe, and it's a space that I actually want to work in and get creative in. I do have a good amount of plants here, some cacti, some pothos plants hanging. I brought the jungle to me. I still would love to add some more plants, but I just feel happier being surrounded by greenery. Definitely going to be adding more plants as I go. So I originally wanted a loft, but that was a no-go. So I turned the space into the vibe that I wanted anyways. And if you're a creator, you know how important your space is to you and to your inspiration. And big thanks to 𝗦𝗦 for helping me bring this space to life. There's a link down in the description if you want one yourself. And let me know down in the comments what it is in your space. What do you like to see in your space that helps you be inspired? Hit subscribe so you can see the little transformations as we go in future videos. Like the video if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.